Good morning. Hello everybody, I'm Zoe from Zoe Young Yoga. Hope you're all well. It's Monday the 24th of August and it's just about 8:30. So we'll see who we've got joining us today. We've got some people joining already. Oh, fantastic, that's great. So I've just got my camera around the other way just so I can see the screen better. So welcome along everybody, good morning. Thanks for coming along. I'm Zoe, Zoe Young Yoga today, and I'm taking over We Are Fit and Well Instagram page today. So first time I've done this, very excited. Hi everybody. I've got a really lovely feel good flow for you all this morning. So you're gonna need a mat. If you don't have one, don't worry, even just a non-slip surface is fine. And some pillows as well. So you'll see my pillows just behind me, so just normal pillows. Hello, hi Lindsay, hello, good morning. Now I do need to switch these comments off, so bear with me. I'm gonna have to pop the comments off. It's just so you can all see me okay, so I'll keep them going just now. Hello everybody, welcome along. So yeah, feel good flow this morning, lots of lovely breathing. Do some nice big deep shoulder rolls as well, because I know a lot of you are working from home, so get the shoulders opened, teach you some breathing techniques, and we'll get the heart rate up a little bit with our flow as well. So pillows are for relaxation. At the end, we're going to do a nice setu band, a little back bend at the end of our session today. So we'll just give it another couple of minutes. What else have I got to tell you? The session will be uploaded to IGTV on We Are Fit and Well's Instagram account. So if you do miss it or you want to catch up, you can. And I'll make sure it's uploaded to the YouTube channel as well. Make sure you give me a like and a follow on Instagram. I'm at Zoe Young Yoga. So hope that's okay for you all today. And what else? Oh yes, if anything doesn't feel good, please just don't do a child's pose instead, or do a downward facing dog. A little bit of discomfort is fine, but pain is a no. So anything that doesn't feel good, please just don't do. Okay, right, let me see if I can just switch these comments. Thanks for coming everybody. I'm gonna try and switch these comments off. Let's see. No, we don't want that. Go back on. Right, let's see. First time I've done this before everybody, so bear with me a minute. No, we don't want that one. Oh, there we go. Right, that's us, I think. Okay, so come to seated just now. Let's see if I can swipe them left. I'm having problems switching them off. If anyone knows how to switch comments off, let me know. Oh, right, there we are. Okay, everybody, can't get the comments to go off. Never mind, I hope you can all see me okay. Let's get started. So, come to seated position. So I'm going to sit cross-legged. If that's not too comfortable for you guys, please just stay in a sort of kneeling position. I'm going to sit cross-legged. So at the start of yoga, just in case you've not done yoga before, it's always nice to take a moment at the start just to do a little bit of relaxation and just to check in with your body as well. So sitting nice and straight, whether it's cross-legged or kneeling. And I thought it'd be quite nice just to pop the left hand in the right hand. So your back of the left hand is laying on the right hand palm. And have the thumbs touching and just rest them in your lap. And draw the shoulders down and back. Just keeps the chest nice and open. And then if you can close down the eyes, just to take a moment, just to check in. It's good just to give the eyes a little rest as well. So closing down the eyes and take a few big deep breaths for me. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. It's nice just to sigh the breath out through the mouth as well. So by sighing the breath out through the mouth, it just helps to relax down the throat and the chest as well. So it's hard to feel tense once you've done a great big sigh. Now just check in with your body. So just see how you feel this morning. It's only 8:30, so you might be feeling a little stiff. And just sending the breath just to any areas that you've maybe got discomfort or pain. Just taking a moment. So I'd like us to start with some 1-2 breathing, it's called. So keep your eyes closed and just listen to my instruction for just now. So 1-2 breathing is when you breathe in for a count of breaths and then you're supposed to exhale for double that amount. But I quite like to breathe in for 4 and exhale for 6. Just exhaling for 8 is quite tough. So let's breathe in for 4 and exhale for 6. So I'll count us in. So really try and inhale for the full count and exhale for the full count. So if everyone can inhale to start with through the nose and then sigh out through the mouth. And we'll start now. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just let the breath return to normal. So that's a nice breathing technique. I just want to show you a few this morning, but that's a nice one to do just to calm down. And it really gets you focusing on the inhale and the exhale. So that one's called 1-2 breathing. Now before we start our practice today, I want just to show you a variation of Ujjayi breath. So this is quite a noisy one. So you're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, you make a bit of a sound through the mouth. So we'll all do it together. I'll do 3 rounds. You can open your eyes for this bit if you like. So inhale through the nose, big deep inhalation, and then a out through the mouth. It's a funny one, isn't it? Let's do it again. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. Good. So that just really helps to open up the lungs and get the lungs moving this morning and breathing properly. Good. Okay, flush the eyelids open if you've not already opened them already. Stay seated just now. I'm just going to have a quick check we're all okay. Thanks so much for coming, everybody, this morning. All good. Fantastic. Right. Okay, so let's do some neck and shoulder rolls. So as I said at the start, I know lots of you are working from home over laptop, so let's get the neck and the shoulders moving. So just drop the chin to the chest, and we're just going to take a little dip over to the right side. You're not going all the way around, so you're just rolling the chin from chest to shoulder. So just take your time, and I think especially when you've been sleeping all night long, it's nice just to do a little neck roll from side to side. Might sound a little bit creaky, but just go over all the little creaks and lumps and bumps and roll from side to side. Take your time. Now, once that's starting to feel a bit more smooth, I'd like you just to do a full circle roll. So just rolling the neck in a full circle. Take care for this one. Don't be throwing the neck all the way back. Just do a few rolls to one side, full circle if you can, and then we'll stop and we'll go to the other side. Good. Okay, stopping and go to the other side. Full circle roll. Take your time. My neck's very creaky when I do this, so don't worry if you've got lots of creaky noises at your end. And whatever we do in yoga, if you do so many circle rolls to one side, make sure you do the same to the other. Okay, I think that's me about even. Good. Okay, well done. Right, let's just warm up the shoulders. So clasping the hands together and pushing the hands away from you. Nice straight arms if you can. Inhale the arms up. Now if the elbows are needing to bend, that's fine. Give a little bend in the elbows, that's okay. But if you can straighten them, See how far you can get the arms back, but you want the shoulders down. You see the shoulders want to come up, try and get them down. So yoga class this morning, just for everybody. Lots of different abilities. I've got lots of different modifications and alternatives. Just give it a go. So pushing the palms up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing in and out. Enjoying that stretch along the shoulders. Then inhale and exhale down. Good. Okay, change the clasp of the hands. So whatever way you did it before, do it the other way. And we'll just change the clasp and go the other way, other direction with the fingers and the hands. Again, try and get the shoulders down. It just gives a slightly different twist or stretch, should I say, if you've got the fingertips going the other way. Good. Nice deep breaths. It's quite hard to breathe deeply in this one. Inhale and then exhale, release. Good. Okay, now this time, put your fingertips on shoulders and you're going to do deep shoulder rolls. So get the elbows to meet and you really want the backs of the hands to brush the ears as you're bringing the shoulders down the way. So take your time with these ones. Just get the elbows to meet, brush the backs of the hands against the ears, deep shoulder rolls. So a few more going backwards and then we'll stop and go forwards. Thing is, you could maybe try doing this routine again this evening and see how you feel this evening. Everybody feels that little bit more stiff and not as flexible in the morning, and you kind of tend to take the whole day to warm up. Good. Okay, stop and go the other way. So just interesting to try this maybe at a different time of day as well and see how you feel. But yoga any time of day is good. Good for the mind, good for the lungs, good for the soul. Good. Okay, just a few more. Hopefully you should be feeling a bit warmer now in the shoulders. Good. Okay, releasing there. A little shake out. Right, pop hands down on the mat. And I'm going to rise up my right arm. Whatever arm suits you, doesn't matter. You can mirror me if you want to. And you're going to inhale. And you're going to exhale over to the side. Then inhale, come up. Both arms come up. Other arm goes down. Exhale over to the other side. So just helping to warm up the waist and the spine. So try to inhale to come up and exhale over. You might find the more you do this, the deeper you can go over to the side, deeper the sort of stretch over to the side. Inhale up, exhale over. Try and keep the sitting bones heavy on the mat. You tend to want to come up at one side. Try and keep both sitting bones firmly on the mat. Last couple, inhale up, exhale over. Good. Last one, inhale up. Well done, everybody. Okay, I'd like us just to stretch out the legs. We are going to come into a bit of a flow, so let's just give the legs a quick stretch before we do that. So come to lie down and have the knees bent. So you want a little bit of space between the feet and the bottom, and just making sure that your whole spine is on the mat. So you might want just to lift the bottom up and just gently lay your spine back on the mat. Just helps to make that connection with the spine and the mat. Tuck the chin in just ever so slightly, just so your neck is nice and straight. Bend in one knee and just clasp the hands at the bottom of the knee. Point the toe to make it nice and pretty. So we do flex feet in yoga, but thought for this one and for the purposes of the Instagram takeover, we'll make it look nice and pretty this morning. So just inhaling, and as you exhale, just see if you can draw that knee in a little bit closer. So feeling the stretch up here and in the sort of right hip. If that feels quite good, you can extend the other leg out nice and straight. So if you've got a straight leg on the other side, just draw up the knee, draw up the thigh, the IT band. So really make this leg nice and strong. So it's not just lying there on the mat, you're still making it work nice and strong. So just to try and warm up the legs a little bit before we go into our flow. Keep breathing. So with yoga, we do lots of different breathing. If you get a bit mixed up with the breath, don't worry. Just try and focus on, you sort of move on the exhale. That's quite a good rule. So inhale and then exhale, draw in a little bit closer, or inhale and twist that, and exhale then twist that little bit deeper. So just try and keep that in mind. As long as you're breathing, that's the main thing. Okay, let's swap legs. It might feel different on one side. I'm going to straighten out my other leg there. So again, remember to make it work for you. Pulling up the thigh, pulling up the kneecap, IT band. Keep breathing, and with every exhale, just see if you can pull in the bent knee that little bit closer, just deepening the stretch there. Good. Nice deep breaths. Okay, good. So just bending both knees now. We'll do reverse pigeon. So this one is when you put the opposite ankle onto the opposite knee, and my right knee is the one that's sort of bent out to the side, and then you just draw the legs in towards you. So with the hands, you can reach through. You can either clasp the hands behind the thigh there, or my arms are quite long, so I'm going to clasp just below the knee, so sort of on the shin. I'm going to flex the foot. So my right foot is flexed, that's the ankle that's on the knee, and that just helps protect the knee and the ankle. I'm going to flex the other foot as well. So let's do flexy feet this time. So this is reverse pigeon, so you're getting a little stretch on the spine, as well as in the hip as well. So if you find full pigeon pose quite a tough one, this is a nice one to do instead. If you're not having to overly arch the spine with this one, it's nice and flat on the mat. Drawing in a bit more if you can on an exhale. You should feel the stretch deepening just along here. It's good just to breathe into it, just to let the stretch come and let the muscles release. And again, with every exhale, just see if you can draw in just a tiny bit closer. Good. Okay, release that one, and let's go to the other side. So for me, left ankle onto right leg there, flexing both feet, clasping the hands. So you can check out the clasp if you want to have it behind the thigh or in front. See what feels good for you. It doesn't matter which way you do it, just try it both ways, see what works for you. Everyone's body's different. Everyone's got different alignment as well, so do what works for you. And I'll say it again, if anything doesn't feel good, guys, just please don't do. A little bit of discomfort's fine, but please no pain. We don't want any painful positions, so do just come out of a position if it is sore. Good. Okay, last big deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can pull in a little bit closer. And release. Good, well done everybody. Right, we're going to roll up into our flow position now. So pop the hands behind the knees here, and I want you to start doing a little bit of a rock and roll. So it's a good way just to warm up the spine. So do a few of these. And it's quite a feel-good one as well. Always gets me giggling, this one. And then when you're ready, come all the way up. Up we go. Well done. Right, just check we're all okay. I think we're all fine. Fantastic. Right. So we're going to do a bit of a flow sequence, everyone. So come to stand at the top of your mat, and we stand in Tadasana, or mountain pose. Now, it may look quite simple, and it is a simple pose, but I want you to make it really work for you. So it depends how you feel this morning. I'm going to stand with my feet together, but if you feel a little bit wobbly, take the feet apart. Okay, so standing either feet together or feet apart, but really make the legs work. So really drop the knees, drop the thighs, tuck in the tailbone, pull in the tummy, and you've got a nice open chest as well. And just gazing straight ahead. And making sure that the weight is evenly spread in the feet as well. So you don't want to be falling back or falling forward. So just have a play about with that as well. You might want to rise up the toes, then lay them back on the mat. So nice, straight, strong legs. And then you're going to inhale and rise the arms up. I want everybody to look up because it's nice and uplifting to be looking up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to forward fold and coming all the way down to the mat. Now don't worry, if your hands don't reach or your fingertips don't reach the mat, take a bend in the knees. I'm going to take a big bend in the knees to get my hands flat on the mat, okay? And you're going to stretch back with the right leg. Big lunge back with the right leg, then with the left. And I want you to push the bottom up into downward facing dog. Now I like to have my feet in just a little bit closer. So you can have a play about with your stance. So my feet are in fairly close. And I want you to have nice straight arms if you can. So with the arms as well, what you might want to do is you might want to have the hands the width of the mat. And that just gives you a bit more of a stretch across the shoulders. And you can start to pedal out. So just bending the legs. And see with the straight leg if you can get the heel to touch the mat. Don't worry if not, but see if you can. So downward dog, really nice recovery position. You're stretching out the legs, you're stretching out the spine. You're pressing into the hands. Great warm-up one to do in the morning. So we'll get you feeling really good this Monday morning. Great way to start the week. Okay, so stop pedaling out now, and we're going to come into a plank position. So I'm just going to move my feet back a little bit. You're coming into plank. Now this is quite a tough position to do, so if you are struggling with it, just pop the knees down. Doesn't matter. We are going to hold it, but I don't want you to hold your breath. I want you to keep breathing. But I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we lower down. So it's called a chaturanga down. So the elbows come back. So a little bit like a press up. Pushing into the heels. Come all the way down. And you're going to sweep up to up dog. So a couple of options here. If you want to keep the knees down, do so. Or you can tuck the toes. I know some people get a bit of cramp in the feet, so you can always have the toes tucked. And you look up as well. So this is your up dog. Nice stretch the spine. Then swinging back over to down dog. Bottom comes up. I always like to walk my feet in for this bit as well. So that's the first part of our flow. We're going to now step the right foot forward. So that comes in between the hands. So lift on up the right leg and you swing it through in between the hands. If you find you get a little bit stuck here, don't worry. Just hop it through. Doesn't matter how you get there, just as long as you do. And you're going to put the back foot down. So that foot comes down and then just rise the body up. So we're coming into our Trikanasana. So I want you to really check your alignment. So make sure your right or whatever foot you've got forward, that heel is in alignment with your instep. So you should be able to draw a line in between the two. So that's the first thing. So back foot turning in, front foot turning out. Now square the hips to the front. They want to come over this leg, you're going to square them to the front. Arms come up, nice at shoulder height like this, but don't let the shoulders away up, nice and relaxed, okay? Breathing in, and then as you exhale, you're going to reach with this arm over that front leg, pop the arm down, and then the top arm comes up. And if you can, have the palm facing away from you, just so you're not putting all that pressure on that leg. So this is Trikanasana, or triangle pose. And breathe. Just a couple of breaths here, everybody. If at any point it gets too much, you can always put this hand down on your hip. Good. Okay, and rising back up. Pop the hands on the hips for this one. Again, making sure the hips are squared to the front. They do tend to want to come this way, so square the hips to the front. And I want you to bend that knee. So these are our warrior legs. And making sure the knee is going right over the toe there, it's not flailing out to the side. Arms come out, this is warrior 2. So looking along that right arm there. And just making sure that back leg, you're pushing into the back leg as well, because the weight obviously wants to come over the bent leg, but try and get the weight coming to the back leg as well. Warrior 2. Good. Now keep the legs bent, and your arm comes onto the bent leg. So my right arm's coming onto the bent leg like this. And this is your Tadasana. You can keep the left hand on the left hip, or if you want a little bit more, you can rise it up and over. So great stretch for the legs. A lunge is always so good. Good. Breathing here. Good. And then we'll rise up. Inhale, rise up. Pop the hands on the hips. I want you to turn the feet in. Heel and toe them in a little bit. And then we're actually going to have the toes facing out. So normally in yoga, your feet are parallel for sort of wide leg forward folds. But what we're going to do now, we're going to do a bit of star and goddess. So have the toes turning out, and you're going to have the knees coming over the toes. So if this is too much, I just want you to do some nice squats. But if you want to do it a little bit more, you can come with me and do a little bit more. So star is so lovely. Arms up, nice wide arms, looking up, nice and uplifting. Breathing in, and as you exhale, you're going to sink the legs, nice deep squat, and arms are cactus arms like this. Inhale up, exhale, sink. Good. Inhale up, exhale, sink. You can get a little bit lower if you want. That's 4. We're going for 10. 5. 6. 7. Get a bit deeper. 8. 9. Last one, go for it. 10. Whew, well done. Okay, you're going to step the back leg to the front of the mat just to close out the sequence. So stepping to the front of the mat where you started, hands together, just in a little yogi namaste prayer position, and release. Well done, everybody. Good. Right, the only thing is, we've done one side, so you need to do the other side now. So I'm just going to come to the other end of my mat just so you can see me from the other side. You guys stay where you are, and we'll set up again. So Tadasana, mountain pose, feet together or a little bit apart, drawing up the knees, the thighs, tailbone in, tummy in, shoulders round and back, just gazing softly ahead. Inhale, arms up, look up, exhale, forward fold. Big bend in the knees to get the hands down. Now you're going to step back left this time, so big lunge back left. Then with the right, push into downward facing dog. I'm just going to walk my feet in a little bit, so take a moment just to find your alignment here. We'll not rush through it. And again, have the hands wide. If you need to, it just helps the shoulders to stretch. And let's have another pedal out, so good for the legs. Good. Make sure the head is down. And actually, could everyone just do a nod the head yes, because that just releases the neck a little bit, so have a little nod. Good, well done. Okay, so we're going to flow forward to plank this time. So I'm going to move my feet back, come into plank. So remember your options. Knees can come down at any point. Keep breathing. We're holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to chatter around the down. So elbows come back, pushing into the heels. Come all the way down. Then you're going to scoop up to upward facing dog. Remember your options. Knees can come down, or you can tuck the toes. That's quite nice. I quite like that one. And breathe, looking up. Swinging over to down dog. I'm going to walk my feet in a bit. So we're going to do all those lunges on the left hand side now. So bring the left leg up and swing it forward in between the hands. If you get stuck, help it through. Good. Plant the back foot down. Rise the body up. I need to walk mine in a little bit. You might need to adjust your stance slightly. So remember your heel to instep alignment, okay? Make sure the heel is in alignment with the instep. Square the hips, front of the room. Arms go up. Inhale, exhale, over to the left. If it's too much having the arm up like this, pop it on the hip and bring the elbow back. A few breaths here. So this is your triangle or Trikanasana. You want you to inhale and come up. And then you're going to bend that knee. And this is your warrior 2. So arms are getting nice and high, shoulder height. Check the bend of the knee. The knee's coming over the toe. And you're looking along that front arm. Warrior 2. Nice proud one. Suck in the tummy. Couple more breaths here. And if any time you need to come out of the position, that's fine. Just join back in when you can. Okay, now you're going to pop the elbow onto the sort of knee. Back arm, you can pop on the hip just to open up the shoulders. So you want a nice open shoulder. This is your Tadasana. And it feels good. Bring the arm up and over. Good. Well done, everybody. Okay, inhale to come up. Hands on hips. And we'll just heel and toe the feet in a little bit more. And we've got those squats to do again. So remember, toes out to the side. Doing really well. And we're going to bring the knees over the toes for our deep squat. So remember, if you need to just do the squats, hands on hips for the squats. If you're coming with me, lovely big star position. Smile, look up, breathe in. Exhale, sink. This is your goddess. 1, 2. Inhale up. Exhale, sink. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nearly there, 8, 9, last one, go for it, 10, well done. Release the arms. So we're just going to step the back foot to the front of the mat just to close out the sequence. Hands to prayer and release. Well done, everybody, doing super well. You'll be feeling a bit more warmed up by now. Just check we're all okay. Fantastic. Right, guys, you're going to need your pillows now. So we're just going to start to release in our Tadasana position. So as I said, we always start in a wee bit relaxation and we finish in relaxation as well. So I'm going to have my pillows this way. I've got 2 pillows here. If you find 2 pillows are a bit much, just take 1 instead. So Tadasana, it's a nice little back bend to do. And with the pillows, it just makes it a little bit more comfy and relaxing as well. So have the bottom fairly close to the pillows. And the way you want to get into it, sort of lean back on your elbows and your shoulders are going to come over the pillow and aiming to come down onto the mat, okay? So a bit of shiggling to get into the position, but once you're in it, it should feel quite nice. So the pillows are pushing your sort of spine up, your shoulders should be coming towards the mat. Mine are not quite there yet. We'll probably get there in a few breaths. If you find it too much with the 2 pillows, take 1. Or if it's too much, what to do instead is have the pillows this way and you can just release back that way. That feels so good. So see how you feel, folks. Do what suits you. It's your practice. It really doesn't matter. I just want you all to be comfortable. So you can either have the hands just clasped in the tummy, or you can do the cactus arms again, like we were just doing earlier. Knees are bent. Or you can even have the arms up and over. Just see what feels good for you. That's quite a nice stretch to do. And it's a gentle sort of back bend as well. Good. I'm going to bring my arms to cactus arms. I want you to close down the eyes. So we're going to release here in our relaxation. Or if you do want to come into full Shavasana, please do so. So Shavasana is just the yogi term for relaxation, but I thought we would finish in a nice sort of yin back bend here, but please do what suits you. I'm going to stay here just for a little bit. And I want you just to take deep breaths in and out. And it's quite nice to start with that open mouth breathing. So often we do closed mouth breathing in yoga, but I think just towards the end of our session, it's quite nice just to do big deep inhalations through the nose and a sigh out through the mouth. And you really want just to be slowing the heart rate down. We've worked hard with our flow this morning and all those squats and lunges. So just slowing everything down. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. And what you might find, once you've done a few of those, you might find it's quite nice just to then do the closed mouth breathing, where you're just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Close down the eyes, sinking into the pillows, just reflecting on your practice. You should be feeling quite warm, a bit more re-energized. Your lungs are working so well now, so well done everybody. And I want you all just to stay there. I'm just going to sit up just to close out the session, but I want you all to stay lying down. Keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose if you can. And what I like to do at my yoga sessions, I like to do quite a bit of visualization with relaxation. So I'm going to read you this poem. I just want you to visualise that you are on a beach. It's a nice way just to get to sleep tonight at night time as well. So you're breathing the whole time, in through the nose, out the nose. I just want you to listen to this lovely poem. As I walk along the deserted beach, I feel the damp sand surrounding my feet. I feel the cool, relaxing breeze creep up upon me with ease. As I look out at the restless waves, my thoughts unwind like restless days. The beach is a very quiet and calming place. It's just nice to have that sort of picture in your mind as you finish your practice with a relaxation yin position. So our yin positions are just that little bit more relaxing. We hold it for a little bit longer and really release into the position. So I want you just to deepen the breathing now, everybody. We're just going to close out the session. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Do a bit of a stretch out overhead. You can stretch out the feet, stretch out the arms and the hands. And just when you're ready, come to a seated position. And we just pop our hands together in the traditional yogi stance, little bow, and we finish with Namaste. So it basically just means thanks for coming along today. Thanks for practicing yoga with me. I've enjoyed doing the first ever takeover of We Are Fit and Well. So thanks for having me. We Are Fit and Well. Hope to come and do another session soon. If you do fancy coming along to Zoe Young Yoga, you can do so on a Wednesday. I run Facebook Live sessions on a Wednesday evening, but all classes are available on Catch Up as well. I also do sort of corporate events, so if you want a health and wellbeing day for your corporate company, your team, let me know. And I also do fabulous fizz and flow